Hey guys, Blessing here, and how are you all doing? Welcome to my live stream. My name is Blessing Njoh. I am the analyst in this area of Facebook. So today we are going to continue on this series, maybe, of Korra Obidi's book review, and this is part 8. I hope you guys have already watched part 1 to 7 so that you can follow the story and understand where we are. And today it's going to be all about Elma Godwin. Who is Elma Godwin and which character did she play in the book? Did she play a character? Don't go nowhere. Welcome back. So I'm going to quickly see who is here. So it's 9:10 a.m. here in the Netherlands. So I can imagine some people are still in bed, some people are at work. So I don't expect to see too many people on this live stream, but I expect for them to watch maybe later. And I don't also expect we are going to finish Elma's story in this particular video. So we are going to continue in part 9. I think that's going to be later in the evening, but I have like an hour in between. I'm like, let me quickly use this opportunity to do this video, and then we'll come back and continue later. Yeah, so again, we cannot finish this part 8 right now. Yeah, and I think it's also good to do it that way because other people who are not here now, who are maybe at work or sleeping, can maybe wake up by 12, watch this one, then come back again in the evening and join us to watch, or join us to watch part 9. I'm really looking forward to that. And I know you guys might be wondering, Blessing, why are you talking about Elma now? You should be talking about the nanny. True. We stopped last time. Let me get my note and get something to cover my legs. Sit comfortably. I didn't switch on the heater. So last time we stopped with the nanny, and we're supposed to continue today. Let me see what I said about the nanny. Yeah, so well, we're gonna go into the nanny later, maybe tomorrow anyways, but something came up, and you guys know every time we come here we do these videos, and then I always tell you guys, in case I miss anything, I'll always come back to fill it up, yeah, so that we don't miss anything. If I do a video and I tell you guys about a clip or something ahead, I always want to show you guys so that you know that, okay, Blessing is not just talking, she knows what she's talking about. So today, before we start with Elma, I want to recap a bit from last time, some of the things we have read from the book, some of the things we have discussed. What did we miss? What do we still need to complement? Like what do we still need to add information to? What information have we gotten from the last time that we were here? So we're going to do that. It might take some time because it's quite a lot. I wrote down a lot that I really want to touch on, just for the sake of completeness, for us to have everything complete. I cannot afford to miss any part of this book. I mean, I cannot afford to miss any detail from it. So we have to maybe go back every now and then, and I'll show you stuff before we forge ahead. Yes, so before I continue, let me ask you all to share. Let me read comments. Let me see. Oh, Nikki Ben. Nikki Ben came first. Hello, Nikki Ben. Good morning. Good morning, Nikki. Hope you're fine. Long time. I haven't been here for 4 days. Oh my God. I don't even know how I'm feeling. I don't know how I'm feeling right now. Like, I haven't been on Facebook for 4 days. But I don't know. I don't know. Let me not go into details. Anyways, I'm glad to be here. Hopefully I'll be here again later to continue with this video. So we are going to be here for like an hour, hopefully, maybe an hour and a half. Okay, let me greet you guys before we start. So go ahead and share the video while we do a little chit chat. Amanda, good morning. Lady B Diamond, good morning. Oh my God, it's so early in Canada. You are awake. It's 3:14 a.m. in Canada. Oh my God. Good morning. Oh, you're in Cape Town. Amanda is in Cape Town. It's raining like winter. Oh, really? What time is it in Cape Town? Faye says 12:13 a.m. in Canada, in Vancouver, also Canada. So, okay, maybe somewhere different from where Lady B is. Oh my God, I know it's late, and I know I have lots of people watching from the US and Canada. So that's why I said I know some of them might be sleeping. So we might not have so many people watching now, but don't worry about that. Let's just do what we have to do. And maybe in the next 5 hours, they will wake up, they will watch it, and they can join us later in the evening. Well, evening for me. They will join us and we can all flow together. Yeah. Hello, Nita. Good morning. Mazena Walsh. Good morning. Chubi, hello. Good to have you here. Amanda says it's 10:20 a.m. in Cape Town, South Africa. Wow. Okay, so it's not too. So we are like an hour in like behind. Yes, it's 9:20 a.m. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. 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 Good to know. Nadine says hello from London. Hello, London. London, babe. Hope you're good, Nadine. I know it might be raining in London also. Like the weather there sometimes. I think Manchester is worse when it comes to rains, right? Okay, Elizabeth says, good morning in USA 3:17. Oh, it's midnight. Oh my God, I'm so sorry I'm doing this video at this time. I know, I was expecting this. I'm not surprised, but it's fine. It's fine. We're just trying to manage time. And whenever I just have time in between, I like to just use it and do something. Pittsburgh, USA 3:18. Okay, okay. Also midnight. Wow. I don't know. I hope you guys can stay awake throughout this video. I hope it doesn't get boring that you guys will fall asleep on me. But go ahead and share. We might have other people who are also awake. Okay, let's get started. So I have been seeing stuff around. You guys know we've been like taking this review step to step. Yeah. We haven't been rushing. We are not just out like, okay, the book is out, let's review. One video done, dusted. No. We just really, really have to take it slowly, piece by piece, understand what is written in it. Just read everything. I'm not reading everything like live for you guys, but for me to really take my time, study it, because it's not just a book about her. It's a book about another person. If it was just like only her, it's her story, it's her truth, but now someone else might potentially be affected, someone else's reputation. So we have to be careful. We have to, so I'm just trying to check and balance stuff. What did she say before? What is she saying now in the book? Because so many people are saying this is a book of lies. Are they right to say so? Or are they just being mean towards her? Are they not being open-minded to just say, okay, this is her story, let's just take it for what it is? So let's try to see if they are right with that or if they are wrong. So we're just trying to check. Was she being truthful in the book? Did she say the entire truth? Or did she say something differently previously? And one thing that I really stand against is just propaganda, lies, deceit, hypocrisy, and stuff like that. And now I'm seeing like people trying to cover up things that are not so pleasant in Korra Obidi's book. I mean, it's her story. I believe she's proud of what she wrote. She has every right to write what she wrote. She has her reasons for doing so. I hope those reasons are genuine and worth it. But I see some of her fans trying to just confuse people or deceive people. I don't know what their intention is. And I really think it's wrong. I just like us to keep it real. Korra, she wrote what she wrote. We do what we want to do with it, but we shouldn't try to just lie about things that are in the book. No, I don't play like that. I'm not going to come and paint something that is not here. If she puts A in the book, I'm going to come here and tell you she put A there. And if I come here and tell you she put B, maybe by mistake, like, oh, she put B, and someone tells me or calls my attention to, oh my God, bless you, made a mistake. Blessing, Njoh the analyst will definitely come back and tell you guys, okay, I need to rectify. I made a mistake last time. That is what we are here for. And that is what makes me the analyst. Like, just laying it bare, just making things really, really transparent. I want that clarity for people. I just want people to just see it the way it is, that they need to know the truth. They need to know the truth of the situation. It wouldn't pay me nothing to come here and try to, manipulate or deceive people to push them in one direction. I'm going to tell you exactly what the situation is, and I'll tell you what I think about it. But don't come just because you love Korra, you want to make things a bit less a bit less damaging for her. You want to try to lie. Don't do that, because the moment you do that, I will have to come and show you that no, don't do it. Don't deceive people. Don't lie. Don't change the story. The story is what it is. So one of the things I've seen lately, especially in comments, is that, because I asked the question the other day. Let me see if I need to drink something. Okay, I'll go grab something. I asked the question the other day because in the book, Korra Obidi said she was brutally raped at a very young age by a member of the Deeper Life Church where her father attended. Yeah. So that was, for me, that was really heart-wrenching. Like, it is terrible for that to happen to anybody. And then she said when she got to uni, someone else did the same thing to her. They also, took advantage of her in a very brutal way. And then she lost her virginity. She said she saw her hymen sitting on the manhood of the guy that took advantage of her. So I was like, when you were young, someone brutally did that to you. So for me, you would have lost your virginity at that young age when it happened the first time. So how come you're losing your virginity when you were in university, when it was happening the second time? Like, do people lose their virginity twice? Is it not the moment someone penetrates you that you lose the thing? Does the thing rebuild itself? No, I don't think so. So when I asked the question, how come you're claiming you lost your virginity in university, but earlier in the book, you told us someone did something to you? How come about that? And you guys know that all these inconsistencies remained in the book because possibly she didn't proofread the book. Otherwise, she herself would have noticed that, okay, let me change it. But I don't know why she wrote it that way. I don't know. Anyways, let me not even go too fast. So when I asked that question, like, how come you lost your virginity twice? How come? Then I started to see comments, people saying that, no, the first time there was no penetration. The guy was just dry humping. The second time was in university, and that was the time that she had penetration and she lost it. And that is where the lie is, or I don't know if they lied or they were just confused or they didn't read it properly. Yeah. So, she had several cases of molestation growing up. So I don't know if they just rushed through the book. Like, the analyst takes her time. I cannot afford to make mistakes. Nobody is above mistakes, but I'll make sure that that all ends are tied as much as I can. So maybe they just rushed through it. They didn't really take their time. They didn't settle down to digest and just know, okay, what am I reading? What happened? How did it happen? They didn't do that much. Well, it's not a bad thing. That's why I'm here, to maybe set the record straight a bit when I see that people are trying to play mind games. So there was a separate guy who was her teacher, her tutor, who was coming to the house to teach her French, I guess, or to help her with her common entrance exams. That guy allegedly was dry humping her for months. I cannot place how that would be possible for a man who is having a hard on. And every time he sees you, when I'm sure there is nobody there watching, there is no one else. I'm sure if you want to molest the child, it's just the two of you. And for months, he didn't go further than just dry humping. I find it hard to believe, but that's her story, that he was just dry humping her. Every time he would come, he would not penetrate according to the book. But she said in the book, there was another guy from the church. So this one is not the teacher now. From the church, that one came and allegedly brutally raped her. But you guys know that in this industry, you know, on social media, talk is cheap. Anyone can just come here and say something. Oh my God, I'm getting a call, but let me see. So I'm just going to show you guys what I am talking about. This happened when she was a very young girl. She said the headquarters of the church bi-weekly, okay, that one. The members were the most judgmental, hateful humans I have ever witnessed in my life. I was brutally raped by one of them. Some of these fans of Korra, maybe they didn't even see that sentence. They went from witnessed in my life and they just went down to more on this if you stick with me. And it's so unfortunate also because she said more on this if you stick with me. But guess what? There was nothing more on this in the book. She did not revisit this part of the book. That's why I said she wrote this book in 2 weeks, rushed through it. She promised so much and she didn't give what she promised. She promised so much when she was promoting the book in her videos. She said so much, so many things she would say that I might play for you later tonight when I come back live. She didn't deliver. And that all of those things, all of these points that I'm mentioning now will contribute to how many points I believe this book deserves, how many stars, yeah, when being recommended. So I should have marked that sentence. I was brutally raped by one of them. That's one of the church members. So that was the first time we heard penetration. This is not the teacher that was dry humping her. Now let's go back to, or let's fast forward to university. So I marked this one. This happened in the university. He reached down to my panties and ripped them off. Then with the speed of a bullet, he tore into me with his surprisingly small for his frame, fully erect penis or penis. So he tore into me. And then later down, let me see if I can remove this comment so that I can read it properly. And then down with, I also marked that one. I looked over at his penis and my hymen casually sitting on it. Some people say it's not possible for your hymen to come out of your body when you lose your virginity. I am not an expert there, so I don't know. People in the medical field might maybe be able to help us on that. What I know is the blood. You see the blood stains. Yes, that one I can tell you. But the hymen part, I can't make any comment about that. So this was the second time. So she was claiming that when this happened in university, she lost her virginity. So what happened when it happened the first time when she was brutally raped by the Deeper Life Church member? She didn't lose her virginity then? That's my confusion. So let's just continue to give clarity. If you don't understand something, just ask, but don't try to behave like you know better. Oh no, you guys, nothing happened then. The guy was dry humping. I just try to ask and try to get information. I can also tell you the pages you can find this. I didn't write it. These are in the book. I believe this one was on page 2 or in page 2. This one, like she just started the book with, they raped me. Page 2 already. And then the one of university, I think around page 13 or 16, thereabout. So it's still there. So she lost her virginity the second time she had penetration. How possible that is? I think that is a miracle. Maybe the man from church was like, how the Virgin Mary, nothing happened, but Virgin Mary got pregnant. We don't know. I don't know. I can't, but only she can answer that. All right, you guys go ahead and share the video. So that is one thing that I wanted to clear. And I think I might like to play something. Can I play it now? Okay, I'm going to play later in the evening. We are still going to come back to this point because we have a video in which Korra Obidi said that the choir master of her church, her Deeper Life Church, was hitting on her. So is it the same Deeper Life Church choir master that brutally raped her when she was a kid? We will revisit that later in the evening, and I'll show you the video in which she said so. If it's that choir master from that church, I'm sure she had other choir members. That means people know who he is. He might still be alive somewhere. So we understand. Anyway, we will play that video later. Let me write it so that I don't forget. So we're trying to, put the puzzle together to understand more than the book says. All right, so that one is clear. And then one of the things we read last time, she said Justin Dean, she said she tried to change for Justin Dean, and that Justin Dean allegedly did not allow her to eat gluten, to go out, or to have friends that were not related to work. When I read that, before I'll say what I think about it, I think I should just show you guys one or two things. She said he didn't allow her to eat gluten. You guys know how passionate Korra Obidi is about gluten food. You guys know. Or gluten-free food. Yeah? Food that doesn't contain gluten. You guys know she makes so many videos, even up till now, which I'm so sorry, I still will have to show you guys that later. But right now, I just need to show you a video. Let's look for that video. Yeah.
Barilla is a very good brand of pasta. I know, and they have the gluten-free pasta made of corn and rice. So apparently I cannot eat gluten because it causes a lot of things in my body.
You guys, apparently I cannot eat gluten because it causes a lot of things in my body. This video was done after she broke up with Justin Dean. So if truly Justin Dean did not allow her eat gluten, how come she was still living a gluten-free life even after that man already left her life? I mean, if a man is making me do things I don't want to do, the minute I break up with that man, I regain my freedom. I start doing the things I love. He doesn't have a hold over me anymore, right? I don't get it. If you say, oh, because of my husband, I was always going out, I was always partying, going to clubs, but now that he's out of my life, what do? I stop because he's no longer making me do those things. Now you're claiming in your book that Justin Dean did not allow you to eat gluten, but actually it is something in your body that is the reason for you not eating gluten. So why put it on him? Is it the one that created your body to be rejecting gluten? Why put it on him in that book? People have said, like I said before, that this book is a book of lies. And I find it a pity that she really has to go down this route. And I'm not saying it because of what people said, but because of what I'm discovering myself as the analyst. When you say one thing, you need to stick to it and let that be the truth. How can you say you wrote your truth in the book? You swore by your mother that you would write nothing but the truth. You swore by your late mother. You're desecrating your mother's absence. You're desecrating her body, her not being here. You swore on your late mom just because she's not here to speak for herself. But this clearly is a lie. So you just want us to believe that Justin Dean had so much control over your life that he even controlled what you ate. You said you changed for him. I don't believe so. You went to Nigeria. Your husband told you, don't perform. You went ahead and you performed. Is that the kind of man that would tell you what not to eat? The man that could not stop you from performing. When you want to post a video, he would tell you, I don't like some parts of this video. Can you change it? You will be like, no, you would refuse and post that video. Is that the kind of man that would be able to control what you put inside your mouth, inside your body? Korra Obidi has done several videos, content upon content, about gluten-free food. She cooks in her Korra's kitchen, and she's so passionate about gluten-free food. In fact, she made another video. It's unfortunate I didn't cut out that video, where she was explaining why she doesn't take her kids to McDonald's. It has little or nothing to do with Justin, but why put it on Justin in that book? These are questions that I believe her fans should be asking her, because I'm sure they were expecting the truth, and they believe, some of them believe, or most of them believe, she put her truth there. But this clearly is a lie now. Let me play it again, just for it to really sink.
Barilla is a very good brand of pasta. I know, and they have the gluten-free pasta made of corn and rice. So apparently I cannot eat gluten because it causes a lot of things in my body.
So why did you write in the book, I was not allowed to eat gluten? I tried to change. Okay, Justin told her, allegedly, that she had to change her stupid ways so that he wouldn't, continue to abuse her, according to the book. And she said she tried to change, and she was not allowed to eat gluten. She was not allowed to go out, or she was not allowed to have friends. Korra Obidi, why didn't you just write in the book that you couldn't eat gluten, not because of Justin? Why did you have to lie on him that he made you not to eat gluten? That's bad. That is bad. Very bad. So I don't know what she intended to achieve. I think she just wanted people to feel like he had so much control over her life. But well, she just failed on that one. Now, another thing that I've heard recently is the story about her mom, from Nancy, and Korra Obidi described her mom in a not so pleasant way. She really didn't write anything positive about her mom. She said her mom was sick. Well, I don't remember her really saying anything positive in the book about her mom. If she did, maybe very subtly, she said so many things that they just were not cool. Those are not things you want to remember your late mom by. Yeah. How her mom, let me just say, she preferred the house help to her mom. The house help was more of a mom to Korra Obidi than Korra Obidi's mother herself. And then I was shocked to see an old video of Korra Obidi where she said something about her mom.
I don't think I'm ugly. Right from when I was a little kid, my mom always admonished me, you're the most beautiful girl in the world, you know? So I don't have any insecurities with my body. None at all.
That video was from 2021. Korra Obidi wrote her book in 2023. So 2 years ago, Korra Obidi said something very positive about her mom. She said her mom told her, you were the most beautiful girl. And because of that, she doesn't have any insecurity in her body. So I'm wondering why she didn't include that beautiful part of her mom in the book. Was Korra Obidi really out to just destroy and drag everyone and anyone around her just to make her book excel? We are still going to get to Elma. I'm sorry, I just have to really do this to cover and complete so many things. This was a very good piece of information that I feel you should use to honor your late mom in your book. Your mom gave you that self-confidence. Well, I think she just lied in that video we just listened to, honestly. Someone told her she was ugly in that video, and she said, no, I don't think I'm ugly because my mom told me, so I think she just came, I don't know, but I have the feeling she came up with that because, okay, let's assume she didn't lie. Let's assume her mom really told her. Why didn't she include it in the book? To just honor and praise her mom. She only wrote negative things or things that are very depressing. Let me just say depressing and not very encouraging about her mom. Not good memories of her mom. Her mom, even before her mom died, she said her mom told her that when I die, Korra, you will be happy. Those are the last words she remembers from her mom, her late mom, to her. Negative, because she knows that negativity sells. Very depressing book. Quite a pity, quite a shame. that you couldn't even remember something positive of your mom. Anyway, so I thought I should share that also. So we are seeing inconsistencies, lots of them. Let me remove this video already so that I have more space. So once I'm playing them, I'm removing them. So when I talk about them next time, and you didn't watch this video, you're just going to know you've missed something. Another one I want to talk about is the psychiatric situation of Korra Obidi. You guys know that we read in the book that Korra Obidi said her diagnosis was overdose, THC overdose, which came from the marijuana, the edible marijuana that Justin Dean allegedly fed her with. That's what she told us in the book. You know, she went to the psychiatric home. She lost her mind. Initially, she said she left social media for 3 days and then she started to lose her mind. And then Justin Dean gave her edible marijuana allegedly, and that really just made her go crazy that they had to call in an ambulance and they picked her up. They whisked her away and all of that. And now again, I saw videos from, I think 2 years ago. I'm going to play those videos now. I think the same from the same video I just played, where she talked a bit about that psychiatric situation. And I think she was talking about herself. Let's take a listen.
I'm not one of those celebrities that will be collecting trolling and be keeping quiet. Many celebrities to date, they're in a mental institution, psychiatric home, because of you, some of you's comments that they read. They'll go and start thinking about their lives. Beautiful human beings. The only wrong that they did was they were talented. Is it a crime to be talented? Is it a crime to know how to sing and dance? No.
Is it a crime to be talented? Is it a crime to know how to sing and dance? She said many celebrities are in the mental home. They find themselves in psychiatric homes because of the comments that you people write. And then they would think about their life. It will make them so, and then they will end up in psychiatric home. Was Korra talking about herself, her own experience? This video was from 2021. And you guys know that the psychiatric situation happened after June, which it was around 2020 from our calculation. Because she said she went to Nigeria, and that is where Elma Godwin comes in. She went to Nigeria. So from the records, which I'm going to show you guys everything, I suspect, let me put it that way, that that person in that book is Elma Godwin, who she was referring to. Was Korra Obidi talking about her situation? Why did she go to the psychiatric home? Was it because of the THC overdose from what Justin Dean allegedly fed her? Or because she was just depressed by the comments that they sent her mad? You just feel like, oh my God, I'm trying so hard and I'm not getting anything good back in return. People are not loving me. The hate is so overwhelming. I'm not succeeding in my music career. And oh my God, why did she end up in the psychiatric home? You guys remember, it has something to do with social media, right? Let me play another one.
And we're going to be talking about the effects of cyberbullying on your favorite celebrities. You think that all that energy doesn't have any adverse effects on your favorite stars? It does. Mental health issues, losing your mind. I know friends who have lost their minds,
Okay, I have to re-upload that. Something went wrong. I mistakenly deleted it, but I will upload it again. I hope I can find it.
And we're going to be talking about the effects of cyberbullying on your favorite celebrities. You think that all that energy doesn't have any adverse effects on your favorite stars? It does. Mental health issues, losing your mind. I know friends who have lost their minds, who ended up in a mental institution after they were on the news. So
She said she knows a lot of friends, or she has friends who have lost their mind. Which friends have lost their mind and ended up in psychiatric homes? Very, very coincidental. Like, what a coincidence. Let me just say it that way, that she still knows friends who have also ended up in mental homes, allegedly, because of the comments. So, Korra Obidi, were you just indirectly talking about yourself? Which friends do you know that have ended up in the same mental home that you also ended up in, according to your book, because of comments, because of the impact of, cyberbullying, of trolls on you? Are you sure the diagnosis was really THC overdose, or you were just losing your mind because of all the things, all the negativity you were getting on social media? All right. Another thing that I would like to touch on is, we know Korra Obidi has told us many times that Justin Dean allegedly abused her physically. He would smash her face and smash her phone, and he would buy her another phone. And last time we showed a video where, anyway, it was a skit. They acted it out. And I was asking, are you sure that's not a reality, that they were acting into a skit? Maybe they were just acting their experience, where she was upset, she was mad, she was angry, and then he came home with a phone in the skit. It was an iPhone. And then I saw a video she did. Let's just watch, also from 2021.
You guys are gonna have to buy me a new iPhone, cause my iPhone keeps overheating when I'm talking to you. I had the chance to read some of you trolls' comments.
My iPhone keeps overheating when I'm talking to you. This was in September 2021, and the video which they did was in February 2022. So, Korra Obidi, did Justin didn't buy you a new iPhone because your iPhone was overheating, or he bought you a new iPhone because he smashed your phone? Because you needed a new phone. You said, because this was the second time she was going live. She went live before, the iPhone overheated and the live ended. So she came back live and she said, she said what she said. She said her iPhone was overheating and that the fans would have to buy her a new phone. But the husband bought her a new phone. Look, I'm not saying maybe he never possibly smashed her phone. I'm never going to say that. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I wouldn't say that. But we are just putting all the possibilities on the table for us to understand, because the book doesn't mention that, oh, and there was a time my phone was bad, he bought me a phone. The book doesn't tell us. But the book tells us he smashed the phone and he bought another one, or he smashed many phones and bought many phones back. But we are bringing everything so that it's balanced. Everyone is aware of the facts of everything. We don't withhold anything from them just to paint someone in a certain light. You want to write your truth, write everything. Then people can make out the truth for themselves, because you should have just written your side, his side, the truth. People will always form the truth in their mind. They would always want to believe who they want to believe. Only an idiot would be convinced just by what someone says. Oh, she said it, so it has to be true. Or he said it, so it has to be true. No, you listen to both sides. You use your IQ, you use your sense, your headquarters. You use that and you listen to everything they've said before, to everything they've said now. Are they maintaining the same story, or they have different storylines? What is the other person saying? Before you can really know, okay, what is the truth now? So at least we know that every time he bought her a phone, possibly was not because he smashed, or maybe the phone was bad. Maybe he was just being lovely to his wife, because a lot of men buy phones for their women, or not. Or is it a strange thing for a man to buy a phone for their wife? All right, we are done with that. Let me delete that one so that I still have more space. And another thing we've read in the book is about the alcohol abuse, alleged alcohol abuse by Justin, that he would get drunk and he would come back home and lash out at her. Even the last time, she said in the book, she said, he came back home drunk and he started talking to June, saying, your mom is a this and that and that. Let me not repeat those words here. and she grabbed or she yanked June out of his hand, and then he slapped her, allegedly, according to the book. And then he called her mom and said, "Mom, I just slapped her." Do you guys remember? So the reason he acted that way, possibly, according to her, according to the book, was alcohol. He would get drunk and do things. She also said they went to a party, he got drunk, and he told all the boys there to line up for her to give them a head. And when she tried to help him out of there, he allegedly pushed her and she had bruises all over her body. You guys remember? So she really painted a picture of Justin Dean abuses alcohol. He gets drunk and he misbehaves. He abuses her physically when he gets drunk. That is the story we got from the book. Korra Obidi, anyway, let's just watch.
Jane Mena does not drink. When I'm not pregnant, I'm a drinking champion. This woman, all she...
Korra Obidi says, when I'm not drunk, when I'm not pregnant, I am a drinking champion. So it wasn't only Justin Dean. If truly he was abusing alcohol, Korra Obidi deserves an award when it comes to alcohol. She says she is a champion when she's not pregnant. Do you know what it means to be a champ? Okay. And of course, later in the book, we will read where she said she drank herself to sleep. So yeah, that's also some form of just, accepting that fact. But she never told us in the book that, oh, at a point I got drunk and I did this. I got drunk and I hit him. I got drunk and he got scared for his life. He thought I would do something to him. I got drunk and never in the book did she tell us she did anything. The only thing she told us in the book was she drank herself to sleep.
Jane Mena does not drink. When I'm not pregnant, I'm a drinking champion. This woman, all she...
Okay, so all the videos I'm posting, just be checking the dates. I intentionally left the dates there so we know around what day or what month the video was made, because the book doesn't tell us anything about time. It's just like a book written in space. No time, no hour, no year, no month, nothing. We just have to guess. So the videos are helping us to really put things into perspective a bit. So at least we know that Korra Obidi is a drinking champion when she's not drunk. And sometimes she really acts out on video. And people would ask her, what did you drink? What did you smoke? She'll be like, no, it's natural. This is natural. Are we sure now, after hearing this, that all those things she would just do? She would be acting crazy, jumping around, screaming, doing things, saying things. Like the last video she did, she was wearing red. I didn't watch the entire video. I watched a part of it. Someone sent to me. Thank you again, whoever did. That she was saying things about, when he, oh my God, what was it? If I don't know about sex, like make sure he wears condom. If not, you're going to be itching, he's going to be scratching you. She was saying it was so vulgar. I mean, she's an adult, she can do that. Nobody is a saint here. We all can be vulgar, you understand? But she wasn't really saying it in a coordinated manner, if that makes sense. So the problem is not what she said, but how she was really presenting the video. It was not coordinated. It was not, she was just all over the place a bit. And sometimes we see that a lot in her videos. You'd be wondering, is she intoxicated? She would say, no, this is natural energy. I don't even drink. How much more if I drank? Well, but now that we know that you're a drinking champion, we don't know what you drink before you come on video. So we're just laying the possibilities of facts here from the words. So I wouldn't even believe if Justin would come out and say, oh, Korra Obidi gets drunk, Korra Obidi uses alcohol. I'll be like, I cannot believe. I'm sorry. I'm not going to believe it just because you said it. But if Korra Obidi herself says it about herself, there is a difference there. And that's why she would not be able to sue for defamation if someone else repeats it, because this is something she has acclaimed or proclaimed by herself. So there is no lie there. There is no defamation there. Do you guys see the difference? Okay, let me see if we still have one more. Have you guys shared? You guys should go ahead and share. I think we have about 15 more minutes to go. One last thing, I don't even know if we should go into this one before we move on to Elma. Anyway, let me just quickly touch on it. One last thing she said in the book. She told us that their life was great in the beginning. She said they were homeless, going from one Airbnb to the other. And it had a toll on her mental health, but it didn't take a toll on their sex life. You guys remember? She said they were sexing like deranged rabbits. They were happy despite their financial situation. And then she got pregnant, right? You guys remember? It was after she got pregnant that things started to go a bit shaky in their relationship. So she said also before she got pregnant, she was in talks with some great record label, but because of the pregnancy, everything just collapsed. Her dreams came crashing down her face, right? But when she was promoting the book, she said something different. Let's take a listen.
Let me tell you something. When I just came to LA and like things were going on and I was supposed to be signed to a big record label, a big one. The only song that I was able to make then was such a sad song because that was what I was going through, right? And so that was the only thing I could steal when I got to the studio. That was the only thing I could write. It was so bad. The name of the song is Toxic Love. Do you think I should drop Toxic Love?
It's really cheap and a pity that you'd have to put out things that are not very, very correct or accurate just because you want to promote something. It really shows zero integrity. What kind of a human are you? Just because you want to promote toxic love, you want to promote a song, an ordinary song that people will hear today, they will forget tomorrow. The song that you drop that might not even blow, like many of the songs you've dropped before. Is it worth it? Now, because you're trying to promote your song, you're promoting your book, you're now telling people, let me explain where the discrepancies are. You're telling people that things were so bad and you went to the studio and the only thing you could write was toxic love because that was what you were going through. But in your book, you told us things were great when you were trying to be signed by that record label. Things were great. You guys were in a good place in your relationship. You guys were happy. Your sex life was great. Your relationship was good. Nothing violent in that book before you got pregnant. You were already going to the studio. You were going to be signed. So how come you were claiming here that you were writing about horrible things happening in your relationship before you got pregnant? Whereas in the book, you told us something else. The problem started after you got pregnant. You felt like, oh my God, we didn't plan to get pregnant now. We wanted to wait for 5 years. We don't have money. Now I have to go and start hustling. And, then the problem started. So how come you went to the studio to write Toxic Love before you got pregnant and it was toxic things were happening? How? Two different storylines. It's a shame. And like I said, it's cheap. These are not the kinds of things you sell. You don't sell lies. They might sell today, but it's going to cost you your integrity. People will continue to find it hard to believe you next month, next year, in the next 5 years, when maybe you start to tell the truth. It's going to affect you because you already have a track record of telling lies. So people will always remember you by that, oh, that lady, she just lies. Today she says one thing, tomorrow she's saying another thing. Why should I believe her now? It's terrible. Just stick to one story. So that's how Elma Godwin comes in to this story. I think I should just start to read from where she comes in, and I'll start to show you guys how she she came into this book. Who do you guys think Elma Godwin is in the book? And I might be wrong. The analyst might be wrong. That chance is there. But I strongly believe that Elma Godwin, wait, I think I should just show you guys something. It might, just comment. Tell me in the comment section who you think Elma Godwin was in the book or is. I'm going to upload something for us to just see. Catwoman. Who remembers from the book? Catwoman. And that's, I don't know, maybe the partner, the person who introduced her to the ways of the street. Let me read how Elma Godwin, or how I believe Elma Godwin played a role in the book. So when Korra Obidi, I'm reading the book now. I'm not reading the book line by line, but I'm summarizing. When Korra Obidi and Justin Dean became homeless, going from one Airbnb together, they were sexing like deranged rabbits, and then she got pregnant. And then 2 months into the pregnancy, she met up with an old Nigerian friend. So she met up with Elma Godwin. But how did you come about that blessing? How do you know it was Elma Godwin? I'm going to show you guys that also within that time, Elma Godwin. Okay, let me just show you a video from Nigeria. You guys, okay, wait. I need to really make this a bit understand. Okay. Elma Godwin used to work as a presenter for Pulse TV back in Nigeria. Let's watch an old video. So you guys saw Korra Obidi in that video. This was before Korra Obidi, before the Korra Obidi we know today. Old video. Yeah. Let me see if I can find a screenshot of that to help us with the caption. Okay, you guys, something went wrong. So I'm not going to be uploading while I'm live any longer because I think something went wrong really. So I guess I might just continue to show you guys how I'm coming to my, to my point later when I come back live, so that I have everything ready and then I just show you guys instead of uploading while I'm talking. I'll show you guys that they used to be friends, and you guys, at a point in time, Elma Godwin was also in Dubai. The unfortunate part is Korra Obidi didn't tell us in what year she was in Dubai. She didn't tell us in the book for us to know if it was in the same year that Elma Godwin was in Dubai. Elma was in Dubai in 2013. I don't know in what year Korra Obidi was in Dubai. But what I know is Korra Obidi mentioned that she met up with an old friend. And this video, let's see in what year this video was done. Okay, like I said, I'll just get everything ready. Let me just continue to read. So she said she met up with an old friend and she begged the friend and asked her for help and how she could make some good money for hospital bills. And then the friend told her, you know, go fit do this kind of work. And what that means is you're not going to be able to do this kind of work. And then Korra told her friend that she was willing to do any work at this point. So again, I'm just going back to the story we already told here, but now I'm going into details. Before I just brushed through like, okay, she met up with a friend and they, told her to wear a Catwoman costume and they took her to Hollywood Walk of Fame, and we just touched on it briefly. But now we are zooming in to understand what Elma did to Korra according to the book. So according to the book, Korra Obidi told us Elma was very mean to her. We're going to see pictures from Nigeria, see videos from Nigeria, from them together. You guys remember Korra Obidi also said she went to that friend's village and the mother of that friend physically shoved her out of the way. That's like abuse, that's assault, right? That's physical assault there. So they really treated her like, according to the book, yeah? They allegedly treated her like shit. And that same friend, before they went to the village, told her to get out of her house with her 1-year-old baby. That friend was mean, according to the book. We're going to show you guys how that friend could possibly be Elma Godwin. Based on the dates, they were both in Nigeria, the events, talking about going to their village. Korra Obidi was in Elma Godwin's village. The mom was there, and so many other things that kind of like reflect the story in the book, if that makes sense. You guys understand? So I'm showing you guys later when I come back in the evening, I'll show you pictures and videos of the events that are very similar to the events in the book. So the videos and pictures will show events of Korra Obidi and Elma Godwin in real life, and they kind of like match with the story in the book, just like the nanny. The nanny recognized herself in the book. She came out. So Elma Godwin, I don't think she has come out, has she? I've not been watching her. I don't know if she has even made mention of anything pertaining to the book. But we'll talk more about that later in the evening. So the friend told her, you know, go fit do this kind of work. And Korra said, okay, she was willing to do anything at this point, as long as it is legal and it is making money. And then Elma told her to go and get her Catwoman costume that she used for Halloween. And I just played one Halloween video they did together. I'll check the year when I come back later in the evening, the year in which she did it. So they did this Halloween video together, and Elma told her in the book, go and get the Catwoman costume you used for Halloween. And Elma stitched it tight and very form-fitting. She made it very, very tight for her so that the figure, the shape, everything can come out. You can see everything very well. Sexy. And then she said, when she started to do the job with Elma on the streets, Elma abandoned her 1 week after on the streets. She said the reason Elma abandoned her was that Elma found out that she was not streetwise at all. Please, what does it mean to be streetwise? Of course, I know I play with you sometimes, but just go ahead and type in the comment. Elma found out that Korra was not streetwise at all. So Elma abandoned her. Elma dumped her and told her that she was slowing her down. This is the book here. Elma, we are just giving the character a name, Elma. What name did she give that character in the book? What's the name of that character in the book? You guys should remind me. Let me go to the comments now. Time to read comments. You guys, what's the name of the character in the book? Let me wait. And you guys remember she said she was 2 months pregnant then. And Elma told her she was slowing her down. And Elma had another friend who was also wearing a Catwoman suit. And that other friend was already complaining that Elma had replaced her with Korra. And then Korra said after Elma abandoned her, she was out in the cold on the streets. So I don't know if Korra Obidi was just talking figuratively. Did they do more than just taking pictures with, guests? Because remember the video I played the other day, Nancy said Korra Obidi would be crying in the middle of the night wearing a Catwoman suit because she wants to feed her family. She was hustling on the street to feed her family. Because I don't know why you would cry taking pictures. You're just wearing a Catwoman suit, being happy, taking pictures with tourists. Do they also do that in the middle of the night? So I'm just trying to put one and one together. Okay. I'm still waiting for your comment. So the story ended there in LA. And I'm also going to show you guys pictures of Elma in LA around this period that Korra Obidi was 2 months pregnant. You guys know that she gave birth to June in 2019 in July. So she must have been 2 months pregnant around October 2018, right? And the Halloween period was October. Are we are we calculating? Are we understanding? Halloween is the 31st of October. Korra Obidi was 2 months pregnant in October. And that's what the book says. This video was made in October 2018. That video I just played. Okay, Bougie Queen says, I need to see pictures. Okay, pictures of what would you like to see? And I love that. You need to be critical like that. You have to. Don't just believe what people say. I don't care if that person is me talking. Just be critical. Don't let people come here and fool you and just tell you things and you run off with it and go and be attacking other people. Ask for proof. Okay? I love that. And someone says, yes, and she's June's godmother. True, she is. Okay. So let's just continue later in the evening. Then I can put everything together and start showing you step by step, the pictures of Elma in LA, why she went to the US in the first place, how long she stayed there. Korra Obidi said after rehab, she went to Nigeria, right? She stayed at a friend's house, and the friend had helped her at a point in time before. Yeah. So she went to that friend's village. I'm going to show you videos of Korra in Elma's village and so many other things. So possibly we are going to do the nanny tomorrow, but today is for Elma. I hope we can finish Elma tonight. Otherwise, we're going to continue tomorrow. But make sure you are following this page so that once I go live, you get a notification. Go to your notification settings and turn it to all videos. Make sure you receive all notifications so that you don't miss it once I am ready to come back with the continuation of this video. Someone is asking if Elma is the friend who had the baby recently. Yes, Elma just had a baby. So you guys should take it easy. Don't go out and do crazy stuff. Don't believe what you read. Don't believe what you hear. Don't go attacking people or insulting people based on one story. Always wait to hear the other side of the story. Just like Korra Obidi's father, all the things that were said about him, the man hasn't said his story. All the things that were said about Justin hasn't really said his story. He hasn't really come out to defend himself like that. He has dropped hints here and there that he's innocent of all allegations, but he hasn't really just come out to explain, this is how it happened, this is what happened. He hasn't. So you guys attacking him based on a book, based on a video, you guys are really foolish. It's the fact. It's just what it is. You cannot do that. You cannot have that brain that you just hear something, you go and be attacking people based on what? Don't do it. Don't do it. So again, until then. Someone said, how can she, Carmen Phillips, it's simple mathematics. Simple mathematics. Carmen Phillips says, how could she be 2 months pregnant in October and she delivered in July? Did she carry June for 9 months? No, she carried June for did she carry June for 11 months? No, she carried June for 9 months, I believe. Because if you count from October, should I help you count? Okay, let me help you. October, right? We start counting from October. 2 months pregnant in October, 3 months pregnant in November, 4 months pregnant in December. And by the time you get to July, you are 11 months pregnant, right? And the video was posted in October 2018. So July is 7 months into 2019. Or I'm the one making the mistake. July is, okay, if you're pregnant in July, wait, let me see the video. Let me see the date of the video so that we don't mix things up. So she was already pregnant in October, and then June was born in July. But I have to cross-check the date because I just said it off the top of my head. The date of the video, let me play the video again. Let me see if the date is under. Let me see. Going to get the screenshot and I'm going to post it. So I made a mistake there. Yeah, I made a mistake. Thank you so much for that, Carmen. So we are going to come back in the evening. Like I said, I have to put everything together again. She wasn't pregnant for 11 months. So we are going to tally things back again. So that was not the case. No. So I'm going to come back in the evening, put everything together with a screenshot of the date that video was posted. It was posted in October around Halloween, or it was made around Halloween, because they mentioned in the video Halloween. So that was October 2018. But like I said, I will post the screenshot to be sure, right? That's the danger of saying things off the top of your head without. So always ask for proof. I love this. Always check. Don't just run off with things. Always check. Thank you for that. Let me see. Okay, so we are going to come back and do the right thing, do it the right way, because I really have loads of videos that I have to delete, so I couldn't upload everything. So it's also a bit difficult for me to put everything here. When I come back, we are going to continue with that. Okay. Yes, Mazena, that's true. That's true. That's very true. Yes, so we're going to come back and do it correctly. Okay, you guys go ahead and share the video. Look forward to what we are going to come up with later. Look forward to the story, the things that happen. We're really going to zoom into details of what happened, how it happened, and also show you videos like the real thing of them in Nigeria. Go ahead and share the video. Follow the page if you haven't already. I remain Blessing Njoh, the analyst, and I will catch you all on my next one.